Where are you rising from? The bosom of Abraham in the center of the earth. So that mess they teaching you die and go to heaven, that's madness. Paradise is in the center of the earth also. And we're going to prove it. Read.
Verse 23. And in hell he lifted up his eyes.
And in hell he lifted up his eyes. Read.
Being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off.
He see Abraham afar off. So how can he see Abraham afar off? And how can he see the bosom of Abraham if it's not where hell is? If it's not in the center of the earth? Read.
And Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water, and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame.
Go ahead.
But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy life receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things.
Go ahead.
But now is he comforted, and thou art tormented.
Now he's comforted, and you all are tormented. Read on.
And beside all this, between us and you there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from this to you cannot.
So there's a gulf fixed between the wicked that are being judged and the righteous. So there's a gulf in between. You're going to find that there's a cavern of fire that's between the two, which is lava. Go ahead.
That will separate the heat from getting to the people in Abraham's bosom?
Well, the angels are protecting the heat. That's why I'm going to show you. We're going to show you. We're going to show you. I need you to finish reading that. Go ahead.
Neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house.
Go ahead.
For I have 5 brethren, that he may testify unto them, lest they also come into this place of torment.
So he said, listen, man, why don't y'all send some people up? Why don't y'all send some angels up to warn them? Please. Because he's being tormented. He knows that based on what his brothers were doing, they're going to end up in the same place he's in. Read.
Verse 29. Abraham saith unto him, they have Moses and the prophets.
They have Moses and the prophets. They have the Bible with them. Moses is the Torah, and the prophets is the Tanakh. Read.
Let them hear them.
Let them hear the Bible. Y'all see that? Read on.
And he said, Nay, Father Abraham, but if one went up unto them from the dead, they will repent. And he said unto them, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither would they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead.
Exactly. Christ rose from the dead. That's what it's saying. They're not going to believe, though one rose from the dead. And it's deep that he said that, because when Christ was crucified, when he gave up the ghost, Christ had dead people come out of their tombs and knock on their family doors and tell them, listen, Christ is the Lord. And people still sinned after that. Imagine somebody you knew just died knocking on your door telling you, yo, I'm here. Look at me. Christ just came and preached and talked to us. And people still didn't. We'll get it. People still are doing sin and doing wickedness. So one came from the dead. Right? Now I'm going to show you that in this book, there's 70 verses missing from this book. But of course, when they dig during the Qumran caves and did excavations in our area, they found 70 verses that the Most High told Esdras to hide. That's why we have the annotated Apocrypha. In the annotated Apocrypha, it had the 70 scriptures that it told that the Most High told Esdras to hide from mankind. And in the 70, because don't forget, this is Cambridge annotated, to let you know that our universities have our records. They put the 70 scriptures in the book, right? And in the 70, it tell you exactly what happens to mankind after death. That's why we have the annotated Apocrypha. In the annotated Apocrypha, it had the 70 scriptures that it told that the Most High told Esdras to hide from mankind. And in the 70, because don't forget, this is Cambridge annotated, to let you know that our universities have our records. They put the 70 scriptures in the book, right? And in the 70, it tell you exactly what happens to mankind after death. The whole thing. I'm going to go into it. We're going to go into it. Go to 2nd Esdras, the 14th chapter in the Apocrypha, the regular Apocrypha. And I need you to read 2nd Esdras 14, 44 through 46. Through 46.
2nd Esdras 14 and 44.
And take your time with it, because I really want them to hear this. Yeah.
In 40 days, they wrote 204 books.
So the Most High put the Spirit on Esdras. All right? And the Spirit must have been on them, man. It says, in 40 days they wrote 204 books. This was during the fast of Esdras. Read.
Verse 45. And it came to pass, when the 40 days were fulfilled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written, publish openly.
So the first things I told you to write, let everyone see those things. That's what you see in the Apocrypha. Read.
That the worthy and unworthy may read it.
So that the worthy and unworthy can read those records. But read on.
But keep the 70 last.
But don't let people see the 70 scriptures. Keep them last. They found them during the turn of the 20th century. He told Esdras, don't give the 70 to the people. Read.
That thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people.
So you would give the 70 to the wise of the people, the teachers, that would understand it. Read.
For in them is the spring of understanding.
Because in them shall be the spring of understanding that would bring these scriptures forth. Read.
The fountain of wisdom and the stream of knowledge.
And the stream of knowledge. Read on.
And I did so.
And Ezra did exactly what the Most High said. So when you go into 2nd Esdras, the 7th chapter, and I'm there. When you go to the 70th verse in this book, you won't see the 70 that's after the 70th verse that we have in this book. This book includes the 70 that Esdras hid, and it tells you that in the preface where and how they found the records, and they know it's the 70 that was hid, and they referred back to the Apocrypha. Okay? Now, let's see what was hidden. All right? Hazel, I need you to get that dog in here and put him in the cell. Come on now. So what happens? Let's go into it.